Ayan po. So, thank you po ulit. We'll start po ng building your profile po muna. So, can you please state po your full name, the year you graduated po, your course in college, and your current profession po?
Uh, I am Dr. Nerissa Cristobal. I graduated ng Masters and PhD ko in UST. For PhD, I graduated last 2022, and I'm now an associate professor in the UST College of Science, Department of Psychology.
Thank you po. Okay po. So, we'll move on to the actual main questions po. Okay. So, regarding po education information, what part of your UST education stayed with you the most, and how has it shaped your decisions?
Uh, I think um, both naman yung masters and PhD ko in UST Graduate School is very vital, no? Well, yung masters ko, doon ako tinuruan ng lahat ng skills na kailangan ko as a guidance counselor since I took up Masters of Arts in Guidance and Counseling. Wala akong ganung mga courses when I took up psychology in UP when I was in college. So nung nag-MA guidance ako, doon ko talaga natutunan yung mga mas technical and theoretical skills pa sa pagiging guidance counselor. But of course, when I transition into taking my PhD in clinical psychology, doon naman din lumawak yung perspectives ko na, okay, ano pa yung pwede kong gawin? No? And that led me also to explore being a teacher now. No? So, yun yung tumulong din sa akin to eventually decide to try out other fields of my profession, which is education. So, tingin ko parehas sila. Wala akong mapiling isa lang kasi I think both are important in my career journey as a whole.
Okay, thank you po. Next question po, regarding competence in your practice. Can you share po an example of a time when your skills or your professional knowledge po made a real difference in someone's life?
Well, I was of course, a guidance counselor for 17 years. So throughout my practice, I love to believe that I was able to help students along the way. I was a guidance counselor for 10 years in junior high school in UST. So, well, siguro naman kahit paano I was able to help, no, using all the skills that I have from my master's degree, and at the same time yung mga natututunan ko din along the way sa training ko na sa trabaho, no. So may mga estudyante ako who go back, bumabalik, nagta-thank you, and actually basically more of being present and being there naman yung pinaka mahalaga, and at the same time knowing also what to do, no, at yun man yung natutunan ko through my practice and my education, no? Ano yung dapat gawin, ano yung mga warning signs, ano yung mga steps to really accomplish para ma-secure mo yung well-being ng student, no? So, sana no, I was able to be of help, no, to my students who went through mental health challenges before, no? Marami ako namang gano'ng mga kwento, even up to when I was a guidance counselor in the College of Education, no, I was reminded when you asked this question because one of my student who went through a mental health challenge, nakita ko yung post niya years ago, tinatag niya ako, tapos sabi niya, Ma'am Risa, you have saved me, no, and hanggang ngayon, no, yung messages mo sa akin that day na talagang napakahirap is ano, parang nagstay daw sa kanya. Now she is a registered professional already and has her own family, no? So parang years back yung message niya. So, naalala ko lang kasi na ano ko kagabi, nabalikan ko yung memories, no? So I love to think, and I am praying that I'm able to inspire and help my students, no? And sana ngayon din na nakakatulong ako sa inyo, sa aking mga estudyante.
Ang sweet naman po. Okay po. So, about compassion in action po. Have you ever helped someone outside of work just because you felt it was the right thing to do po?
Ah, maraming gano'ng pagkakataon ano, there is a family friend, I remember na there's a family friend who reached out na may problema siya sa kanyang stepdaughter 'no. So, sa Laguna pa yun, sa province namin. Tapos parang ako siyempre ang dami ko ring work, pero parang I feel the need to help out 'no, kung ano yung kaya kong maibigay. Although I don't know also naman yung buong background, pero kinausap ko lang anak niya and sabi nung mommy naman niya, parang umokey naman 'no, umokey naman para mas naging open sa kanila. Kahit yun man lang yung nai-help ko, beyond my work 'no, ano naman sana, kahit paano it made a difference also 'no. So may gano'ng mga pagkakataon na hindi siya parte ng trabaho 'no, siya ay hindi rin paid service but 'no, as a professional, both as a registered guidance counselor and a registered psychologist, part yun nung ano, nung moral duty 'no, and timely din ito because yes, last night one of my former student, is also a professional already reach out 'no, ta's parang gusto niya magpa-counseling 'no. Yes, I cannot commit for really a counseling session dahil sa work ko now as a teacher at mahirap yun with all the schedule. But sabi ko sa kanya, no, you just share 'no, message mo lang ako and you reach out to a professional. So hopefully kahit paano yung na-express niya at na-encourage ko siya to seek help, sana makatulong sa kanya going through struggles in the professional life. So yun yung mga moments na hindi na tawag ng work, pero tawag ng profession namin. No, na tingin ko, duty ko to also somehow respond to the best of my ability. Kung ano yung kakayanin ko, no, given the circumstances.
Ayan, thank you po. So, about facing some challenges, was there a moment in your life or career when it was hard to stay committed to your values po? And how did you manage that po?
Wala akong maisip, Shane, na yung parang talagang specific na 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 na-threaten yung value system ko. Kasi very clear din sa akin kung ano yung tama or mali, 'no? May nakakita man or hindi, alam ko na ito yung tama. Kasi ang pinakaayaw ko is I'll be haunted by, the decisions at yung may mga regrets ako at yung conscience ko is very, very strong. So parang every time clear sa akin na ito yung tama, ito yung hindi tama, at ito yung gagawin ko talaga 'no. So, may mga challenges, yes, in the profession 'no. When I was taking up, Masters of Arts in Guidance and Counseling, yun yung time na dapat when you practice your profession, kailangan may license ka. So nung wala pa ako ng license, I have to take ng mabilis talaga yung program. Matapos ko on time. Kasi magiging dependent dun yung aking pag-stay sa UST as an employee. No, so nakaka-pressure, nakaka-stress, no, parang gusto mo nang mag-give up, para ayaw mo na, no, parang, no, yun yung mga very challenging times, no, but I just stayed true dun sa, sige Lord, bigay ko lang yung best ko and then ikaw na bahala, ano, ikaw na bahala sa akin. No? So from that, yes, along the way may mga challenges, especially I'm also working at the same time, um, no, fulfilling no my academic degrees from MA to PhD. Hindi naman ako na tumigil mag-work. Hindi ako nag full-time student. So, yun yung challenge, how to balance, how to also prioritize both, no? Kailangan, syempre bilang family-oriented ako, I have to also be with my family, pero ang dami ko rin kailangan gawin. So, yun yung challenge siguro na pinaka na-experience ko in my journey. But in terms of values, I think naging very clear naman sa akin ano, what to do. And lalo na nung nag-PhD ako, no? Siguro yung kahit challenging, mahirap, na tapusin mo siya, i-push through mo, magkaroon ka ng PhD degree, you have to stay true to what's right. So, gaano man ka-difficult. Kung ano yung tamang process, ano yung tamang procedure. So that's what I did. And thankfully, thank God na I was able to make it.
Nakaka-inspire naman po.
Ay, salamat. Sana ma-inspire ko kayo pa, 'no?
You inspire us all, Miss.
Thank you.
Okay po. So, about serving others, in your line of work, have you ever gone out of your way po to make things or serving others better for those with fewer resources po or opportunities?
Um, in my practice, lalo na nung I was also a guidance counselor, I was also helping out sa mga community development projects namin, 'no. One time we have helped out, ang layo nun 'no, sa Laur, Nueva Ecija, and sobrang memorable yun sa'kin kasi parang 5 hours yung biyahe ta's pagdating mo dun magto-talk ka with public school teachers, with parents, 'no. Parang nakaka-inspire to go out of your way kasi ito yung mga individuals, families, and teachers na kulang din yung training. Hindi sila katulad sa Manila na marami yung mga trainings. So kaming pumupunta dun to reach out. We teach them classroom management strategies, disciplines, strategies for children, no? And ilang ano din yun, siguro ilang run din yun. And then after nun, we went to, no, at yun yung patuloy ngayon, no, we partner also nung counselor ako with the Santissimo Rosario Parish, no, we give talks after mass, no, so merong Thursday habit yun na we give talks. And pinaka longest commitment ko ng COMDEB was yung sa ano, yung Archdiocese of Manila. We give uh, youth leaders training on leadership communication skills, psychological first aid, mental health, strategies for young adults, no? So, yun yung ano, no, naging commitment ko na to help out, to give talks sa mga church youth leaders naman, no? So, yun naman yung nagjo-join ako lagi noon every year. Siguro higit ano na, higit 8 to 9 years na ako nagjo-join ng project na yun. And siyempre, on my own personal commitment, na-help out ko naman is some of the youth group sa amin, no. I have a friend who's a founder of a youth group in Laguna. So kapag may kailangan, kahit konti lang na ma-share mo. One time nagbigay rin ako ng talk sa youth doon, no. So yung mga pwede mong ma-share, monetary man, time man, expertise man, I try to do my share. Plus, I think I mentioned in class that I am a sponsor of World Vision. Kahit maliit lang yung mga blessings that I receive, I also find in my heart na hindi naman yan sa akin eh. Kailangan ko din yan i-share. Alam mo yun, lagi kong prayer kay God na i-pass to sa akin yung blessing kasi God naman yun sa kanya. So, i-share ko din, no, yung mai-share ko dahil ano lang naman ako, vessel of blessing ni God. No? So yun yung tingin ko mga naging, no, pag-share ko ng blessing, no, either time, expertise. Any add ko siguro ngayon, I'm helping out a community as a consultant sa Bicol, no, so meron kaming school doon na hini-help out, no. So to build their program sa guidance, sa mental health, no. So yun naman yung isa sa pinaka ngayon involvement ko as a faculty already.
Oh my gosh po. Parang never pa po ako nakamit ng current or past guidance counselor po na hindi po amazing.
Salamat, ay ka't gano'n ang iyong perspective.
Ang galing niyo po. Okay po, last three questions na
Thank
po
you.
to. Tapos we can go na po. Okay po.
Okay.
So, about working with the community po, what role does community play in your life or work? And have you ever teamed up with others to bring about something good?
So like what I mentioned, ganun nga na I always teamed up with, with the community, no, with the community and of course yung extension arm din namin. So when I was a guidance counselor, lagi ako member nung community development committee. Kasi nga for me, it's going out of your way, no? Yes, what I do as a teacher and now of course before as a counselor, talagang service-oriented naman. But when you go out to the community, you get to see the other side, no? Parang you get to see deeper meaning paanong ginagawa mo, and you get to serve people na yung karamihan dun ay walang ganong resources. No, so para mas nadi-deepen pa yung commitment ko in the profession when I serve communities. No, so yun yung pinaka na-experience ko talaga. Actually, more than lagi nga namin sinasabi when we serve the communities, the more na hindi lang one way yung inspiration, na-inspire din kami lalo. Ako personally, mas na-inspire pa nga ako, baka mas na-inspire ko sila kasi na-inspire ako on how they're thriving kahit mahirap, no? So, like what I mentioned, yun yung mga communities that I'm joining with. Now with the community in Bicol, a school no, na I'm helping out to build, no. Tapos yun nga, yung mga naging involvements ko before as a counselor sa Archdiocese of Manila Youth Group, with our own mga activities also in the counseling and career center, no? So yung mga advocacies namin on training and education. So yun yung talagang commitment ko. At tingin ko ay lalong ini-strengthen yung passion ko for this. Na hindi lang naman magagamit ko to in the school setting but even beyond pa. No, in the other areas.
Galing po, dami pala. Okay po. So, about balancing success and purpose, what's more important to you? Personal success or creating a positive change? And how do you balance both?
I think parehas lang importante, no? Yung personal success, if you have personal success, you can also give more and create a positive change, no? Tingin ko kailangan siyang parehas na i-achieve, no? In the same way that the greater goal, of course, is to creating a positive change, no? Pero paano mo magagawa yun kung hindi ka rin successful personally, no? You can create, no, a more lasting impact at magkakaroon ka ng more capacity to help. That's what my perspective is. If you are also able to gain more, no? In my case, naisip ko po, how can I share more if hindi ako nag-aral pa ng master's, ng PhD? How can I give more if no, hindi ako nag-a-attend ng mga trainings, hindi ko to ginagawa, no? But siguro, very clear lang dapat, ano yung ultimate purpose mo? No, ang goal mo ba is really just for yourself or you want to extend the support and help to others?
I agree din po na parang same naman po yung importance. Kasi like the saying po na you can't give what you don't have po.
Exactly.
Okay. And last question na po.
Yes.
So about guiding the next generation, if you were speaking to young Tomasians today po, what advice would you give about living with meaning and impact?
Well, I think personally, kailangan, no, if I will be talking to a lot of Tomasians today, no, they have to explore, no, what they really wanted to do, what they really wanted to contribute, no. Kailangan meron ng pag-isipan, ano ba yung pwede kong ibigay, no? Hindi lang ako nabubuhay for myself, no. I have to really think what I can provide and contribute to the community. At makikita mo lang yun if you would really explore your interests, your skills, 'di ba? Go out of your comfort zone to really look for avenues which you can serve, no? It could be the student council, it could be a community in your neighborhood, it could be a learning, a skill, a talent, your passion, and sharing it with others. So, from there, you get to see na, oh, ano, hindi lang ka nabubuhay para kumita. Meron din what's beyond this, no? And as early as now, you can explore that, no? Explore where you're good at, explore no yung talent and skill mo you can be of service, no, and explore also no how you can strengthen yung mga pwede mong ibigay sa community, no. I remember when I was in college, I'm serving also as a Youth for Christ
Ah,
head, no, in my community, no. So doon ko nakita na ako nga gustong gusto ko to really serve the youth and guide them, no, bilang ate nila doon, no. So parang ito yung nakikita kong purpose ko. So that's the reason also, one of the many reasons why I wanted to become a guidance counselor and a helping professional. Kasi nakita ko na I'm good at this and I love doing this. No. So, and probably I'll get paid also doing this kasi naman it would be a profession. So, 'di ba, yung ikigai nga, if we get to see the convergence of all of this, eh baka dun mo makita, uy, may meaning and purpose ang ginagawa ko.
Ayun, thank you po. Okay po.
You're
So,
welcome.
that's all po. Thank you po once again for your answers po, your insights, and your inspiring message po at the end. That is all for the interview po. Thank you po so much.
Welcome, Shane, and good luck to the whole group. Okay, sino ba si Gab and si
And
John, no? Si
si,
John.
opo. Okay po. I'll end po the recording na po.
Okay.